Hi, God. Thanks for the shine. Hello, people. I'm one of the people. Let's hang out. So before we go, check this out. It's happy hour time, man. My cheeks looking all shiny and stuff like that. Look at that. I wonder if it's because of the light that's coming in right there. Whatever. Cheers. Have a sip, man. And we're going to tell you about our day. Yeah, that's that margarita mix with the tequila. Okay? All right, so check this out. You know, what I have written, and you're going to see it on the screen, it's going to say, we had fun on our walk today. Seriously, we had a good time on our walk, right? And then we're going to show this notice. It says, please take notice that all political power is inherent in the people. See evidence below, okay? We love instructing. All right, so check this out. Maxim of Law, 11W, a W is in whiskey, right? In the presence of the superior power, the inferior power ceases. Remember that, okay? Right, the less authority is merged in the greater. All right, done. Right, you know, so we wanted to focus on that one, man, because, you know, that's just how it is, man. You know, it's like, you know, I'm a lesser power, right? You know, Jesus is the greater power, and we merged with him, man. So when Jesus said, yo, I'm here, I'm the one, you know, I'm the way, I'm the truth, I'm the light, I'm like, got it good, bro. We merged with him, man. That's what happened. That's why we went and we walked over with Jesus, okay? It's the same as with God, and it's the same as with Holy Ghost, man. So they're way, way, way above me, and I'm just a little bitty old lesser power, right? You know, so because I understand this, right, they've given me an understanding of how we create constitutions, and then we create all the creatures that fall under the constitutions, man. You know, this is a lesson, right? You know, so all of our political entities, all of our corporate entities, all business entities, they're creatures of man, right? So we created them, therefore they must cling to us and merge with us when we present ourselves to them, man, because we're the superior power. All right, you know, so here we go. Here's the bit, man. You know, because during our walk, right, you know, we were going and we were searching for a community plan group, man. So we're drilling down the name, because we sort of kind of want to do so much more than what it is that we were first initially focused on. Because when we went to the community plan update, right, you know, we saw that the people didn't know how to speak to their politicians. They didn't know how to talk to the public servants, man. You know, so then we were like, okay, you know, now we know what we have to do. Now we have to go out and we have to show the people what's up. So then we went and we started east, right? You know, so we started east and we're just going to track back west, right? And then we just started knocking on doors, man. So we started on a pretty cool street, man. The name of the street was called Wolf, right? You know, right? So we went on Wolf, and then we were just knocking on the doors, and we knocked on about 19 doors, right? How many hits? We didn't get that many hits, man. We got like one hit, right? You know, it took us 10 doors before we got one hit, right? You know, wonderful woman. You know, she was really kind and nice, right? And then we got to do our little bit in front of her, man. It was just fun, right? You know, then we finally got another hit, right? And then it was another woman, and then she was kind and she was nice, you know, and then she finally said, okay, boom, here, take my contact information, man. So the first woman that we connected with, right, she was just like, just give me a card, right? You know, and I'll see what's up. And I was like, okay, cool, right? You know, so then we went, and then we finally went to another door, and then this woman was like, oh, okay, cool, that sounds interesting. Here, take my email address, right? Because we're sending them to the presentation. That's why we record these bits, right? So then we were like happy, because we were like, oh, okay, we finally got some people that we got to talk to, and then we got to just share the love with them, right? You know, so then we started, and we were just still knocking, right? Some people were there, right? You know, then we met up with another dude, right? You know, this was a man, and then we had a good conversation with him, right? And, you know, he was like, yeah, you know, we need something, you know, because it's all about the density, the high density housing that's going on, right? So we do not wish to have high density housing in the areas that we're in right now. Why? Because our public servants can't manage the property as it is right now, man. So it's almost like they're bad HOAs, right? You know, so our politicians are the equivalent of bad homeowner associations, right? Members, right? So they're just bad at doing their job, man. You know, it's like we got holes we got potholes in the street. Our schools are failing, right? You know, the tax rate is just so high that we can't bring in businesses and things like that, right? So it's just not being managed cool, man. So, that's why we have to step back now, and we have to show what our public servants are and what the people are, and we're the superior power, man. So that's just what we do now, right? So as we go and then we knock on these doors and we talk to the people, we're getting a better understanding of what their understanding is of what the state's constitution is, which a lot of them don't even know what it is, man. They have their feelings on how they feel about certain things, right? Like what the public servants do, but they don't know that they're boss, right? So this is going to be fun to see, like who has that, in them. And they're like, yo, we can show you how to be boss because we know how to be boss because God showed us how to be boss, right? And then God's people showed us how to be boss. And then now we have to show the people how to be boss, man. And then once you're master and you understand that you're the master and you're the creator of the Constitution, everything's going to be cool. And then we can all hang out, we can all come together and consult for the common good and then just have a good time and make sure that the schools are okay, right? We have to be the watchmen now, man, because we have to make sure that the schools are okay. We have to make sure that the roads are okay. We have to make sure that the parks are okay. Everything here. Let me see. What did we get them? Right. I know we have it listed here. Let me double check and see, what we wrote in the trust for them, because they have a very limited. Yeah. So this is what we're going to put this on the screen too, right? So the city has a very limited function, right? And then they're responsible. They have an obligation and responsibility to provide public work services. That's simple, right? Water services. That's simple. Building inspection services. That's simple. That's only for federal or corporate or government buildings. Okay. Anything that falls in the commercial jurisdiction. Okay. Right. Public health services. That's simple. Anything that falls in the commercial jurisdiction. Okay. Parks and recreation services. That's simple. Right. Library services. That's simple. Right. And such other services and programs as may be desired. And what desired means, that means if we want it, we the people want it, right? So that's really easy now, right? And it's just going to be fun to see how many people, wish to help us instruct our public servants, man. So that's the day, man. That was our quest for the day, man. And then it's just cool, because, we're just getting the flow down. And because we're soul hunting right now and we're looking for the people, to help us instruct the public servants. And then, the community plan group, I think, is a really good title, to have, because most people care about their community. Most people wish to plan their communities, but they don't know how to plan their communities. So we can get that now, and then we can show them what's up, and then we can do it with love. And then at the same time, we will be notifying the public servants of who we are and what our wishes are, man. We're going to show them what our desires are, man. And we're going to have them fix the roads, and we're going to have them fix the schools, right? And then we're going to have all of the love that we wish to have all over in the neighborhood, man. Because there was a dude that was saying that there was how we doing on time? We're cool on time. There was a dude and he was saying, yeah, man, instead of there being like a dentist shop over where the retail center is, he was like, there should be a sandwich shop there, right? But he was like, but the community won't support that. And then I thought that was interesting, because it's like, okay, so if I were a potential business owner, right, and I was like, well, why would I put in a business entity in a place that a community won't support it? Why would I do that? It makes no sense, right? So then I'm starting to think, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, it seems like, the community won't support certain things, but then what will the community support? So it's like, these are the fun questions that I'm starting to see now, and I'm starting to gather now, right? Because, it's like we're focusing on the high density housing and then the community plan there, right? But then we start to see how all these people think, right? And a lot of them are worried about zoning, zoning statutes and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, they only apply to the public servants, right? They only apply to government buildings and things like that, right? They don't apply to things in the private, right? And then this is the thing that people need to start understanding, is that like we move you over into the private jurisdiction, and then we talk about things, and we can show you, like, it's like, I'm going to say, it's like Aladdin, a whole new world, right? We show you a whole new world, and then it's going to just be so much fun, right? But it's all about the psychology, man. Shout out to my man, David Jose. So like David Jose is like, like once you change your psychology, then things just change, man. It's like, like when I found out let me show you something. Like when I found out that I was one of these, right? You know, like when I found out that this was the trust document that God created for we the people, right? You know, and then, you know, it was also the love letter, and it's also the entertainment. It's also all of the rules. This is the trust document, man. And I love it. And then when I found out that I was one of the people of the book, right? Then I love that too. You know, so now I know, you know, I can just walk around and I can do all things through Christ, right, with this book, man. You know, and it's that simple for me now, man. And then, you know, we can make magic what some people would see as magic, what we just see as just basic law. You know, it's like it's really like we're aliens now, man. It's like, yo, we can make things happen that would seem magic, like magic for some people, but for us, it's just like, it's just law. It's just basic law, man. You know, and it's just like, you've been hanging out with the codes and statutes in that community for so long. It's like, you don't know how this world operates, man. But we do now because God showed us what's up, man, with love, okay? You know, so that's it, man. You know, we just wanted to put that track down because we want this memory lock, man, because, you know, we're out there knocking on doors. We're looking at the people now and we're saying, hey, what's up, man? You know, what do you know about your government? Do you want to help us instruct our public servants to show them who's the boss? So much fun. Oh, well, I'm going to put this together. I'm going to upload it. I'm going to see how it flows. I'll talk to you guys in the future. Remember, nobody's having more fun than us. Bye.